Hey guys, my name is Thom, and this is some Kill Confirmed on Hard Hat, and welcome back to the next episode of How I Met Melinders. And last time I was totally telling you guys about how Catherine and I had just completely dissolved into a horrible mess. But now, after that, I spend a good period of time alone. I think maybe like a whole semester, because I don't start dating another girl until Christmas break. Actually, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is when I get back into my next relationship, and this is probably 2007, I think. New Year's Eve 2007. And it was actually with another girl named Catherine. I know that's really fucking weird. Also, too, like, quick disclaimer, if I sound weird right now, I just heard a roommate walking around upstairs, and I don't know, it really all of a sudden made me feel so conscious about talking about all this, because while I can tell you guys on the internet all of these details, some of these stories I wouldn't exactly feel comfortable, I don't know, relating to people face to face, especially if I didn't know them too well. But that's okay. I'm learning to swallow that up and get more comfortable anyway. But I met Catherine Gilbert, so we will, I guess, I'll either switch back and forth between referring to her as Catherine Gilbert, or I'll call her Catherine 2. Like, during the fall semester at different parties, and always had a good time talking to her. It took me a long time to want to get back up on the horse, but, you know, that totally happens too. And let's talk about that real quick, because I know a lot of people wonder kind of how long it takes to kind of want to date someone else after, you know, you eat shit in a relationship. And I've heard half of the length of the relationship. So, like, if you date for 6 months, it takes about 3 months to kind of feel good again. And I don't know, for me, it's kind of ridiculous to put a time limit on it. I don't know, you know, depending on the relationship, something can happen where you feel better in a week, and you can carry that ghost around with you for years. So I think it's totally personal on how long it takes you to feel better, but don't rush it. I could definitely say, make sure be okay with being alone. After Catherine, I almost forgot this detail. So after Catherine and after Dante passed away, I was in class one day, and I just kind of broke down. I might have already fucking told this story. If I did, I'm sorry. But I kind of broke down in front of the professor, and I know it really weirded her out. And so I told her I just kind of need to get out of there. My friend Eric left the campus with me, and all these are kind of just like this like weird, odd rush of memories, because it was so long ago. But I remember, like, we left class, and it felt good just because, those moments where friends really show you that they're there for you, you'll always remember those days, and so that was one of those days for me where I knew that this guy really was, like, he had my back, which is odd now that he moved, and due to some complications he had with other friends of mine, we don't talk much anymore. But in that moment, we're really close, and I kind of missed that time and that dude, because it was definitely like a really good part in my life, oddly enough, even though when we first start getting close, I'm in a horrible time. But I went to, like, my college had this counseling center, and I just kind of went in there, kind of the same way that I even approach everything that I do, which is very utilitarian. I walk in and I tell them that I need some help, I'm not feeling well, and I need to, I guess, talk to somebody, and so this would be the first time that I really was like, I'm going to go see a shrink and kind of talk these problems out. And so I went up there and I saw this lady, and they made me fill out this personality survey, which at the time I felt nailed me spot on. But we talked, basically, I would go up there and talk with her about how I was feeling for an hour or so once a week. And I can't remember any real great enlightenment from it. It just felt good that someone was designated to listen to me, vent these frustrations out as they happen daily. It's the one person that I guess you can kind of repeat your problems to over and over and over again every week. Because, I don't know, for me, in breakups, that happens to me a lot, where you want to kind of rehash and rationalize what went wrong, and your friends are going to get tired of that. No matter how good of friends they are, there's only so many times they can tell you what they're going to tell you before they get tired of repeating themselves and want you to start feeling better. But, you know, professional that's there to listen to you, they have a little more patience, you know, because it's their job. It's what they want to do. And so, you know, it may sound weird, but I totally recommend it if you are in a situation where you feel like you really need someone to talk to and you don't know kind of where else to turn. Definitely give it a shot. But back to what I was saying is the main thing I do remember taking away from this was that she always kind of harped on me to get okay with being alone, which I at first did not take her advice very well. You know, I thought I was, and then you can see in New Year's I will hop back into this relationship. And this next coming relationship is living proof that you should really fucking ask around or I don't know, get to know somebody before you do jump into a relationship. Because what happens is, like I usually do, I get stoked on the way the girl looks and that she's into me, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go, and I jump right in. But I jumped right into a big fucking bear trap this time because this girl was fucking hatefully mean to everybody. I mean, she just, you know, like it was kind of like dating. She had the personality of Oscar the Grouch. She was just fucking always unhappy. She hated going and doing things. So really, like, looking back, I just had the fucking blinders on for a good year. Like I attempted to make this work, but you'll see in the next episode. It's like kind of prelude. I'm sorry, like I had that kind of background information to get out, but you'll see how the blinders can be bad, and how sometimes this would be I think the closest to the last straw for me on how I really need to learn how to pull the trigger, and if you're not happy, announce that immediately. You know, sometimes it's a losing battle, and you gotta be willing to say fuck it. But that, guys, is the episode. I'm sorry it's so short, but I wanted to crank this out to you. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.